Here is the latest from K2 Radio News. Here is the latest from K2 Radio News.
A 60-year-old Cheyenne man is facing a felony charge after reportedly throwing a large machete at a police officer. Mark Romaine Dunn was arrested at 1:08 a.m. on Friday, March 15th, after a police officer was called to the North College Drive overpass over Interstate 80 for a male in the road swinging a piece of metal and dancing in the street. The officer says he was driving towards Dunn and was not far from him when Dunn threw a 4 to 5 foot long machete at him and his vehicle. When officers approached Dunn, he reportedly came at the two of them. He finally surrendered after being shot with a 40-millimeter less-than-lethal round. He was subsequently taken to Cheyenne Regional Medical Center by ambulance, where he was medically cleared and then booked into the Laramie County Detention Center. With the NJCAA Division I Women's Basketball Championship coming to Casper March 26th through April 1st, 8 Natrona County nonprofits will have an opportunity to receive funds as part of the bracket-style tournament. Each of the 8 participating nonprofits will be randomly assigned to one of the final 8 teams of the NJCAA D1 championships. The nonprofit will receive 20 tickets to each game where they can watch them in action at the Ford Wyoming Center and cheer them on, all while competing to receive the most funding. The final 8 teams in the bracket will face off in the quarterfinal games on Friday, March 29th. The nonprofits that do not advance will receive $1,000 each, while the 4 remaining nonprofits will be eligible for $3,000 in the semifinal round. Then the winning team's nonprofit will receive $8,000. And the second place team will get $5,000. The participating teams are the CASA of Natrona County, Special Olympics Wyoming, Children's Advocacy Project, the Boys and Girls Club of Central Wyoming, Orr's Hope Foundation, the Boy Scouts of America, ARC of Natrona County, and Make-A-Wish. The Casper community is encouraged to attend and cheer on their favorite nonprofits. This morning is the annual NFL Pro Day for the University of Wyoming's football team. The doors open to the Cowboys' indoor practice facility at 8:45 a.m., where the public attended. The testing includes 225 bench presses, vertical jump, a 40-yard dash, broad jump, 3-cone test, 20-yard shuttle, 60-yard shuttle, and specific position drills. Following the testing portion of the day, Cowboys may be requested for individual meetings with representatives from NFL teams in attendance. 11 Cowboys are participating. This is an important day for the former Cowboy players being tested. Wyoming Governor Mark Gordon has vetoed a bill that would have allowed the legislature to sue the federal government. The bill had passed the Wyoming Senate by a margin of 20-9 with 2 absent. It sailed through the Wyoming House by a 47-15 vote. In his veto message, the governor said the bill was a clear attempt to cross, blur, and trample the line of separation between our equal but separate branches of government. He also believes that it's not fiscally conservative. Gordon also vetoed Wyoming Prime Act. This bill was a trigger bill that would take effect only if the federal Prime Act was passed by Congress. The bill would exempt meat that will only be distributed in-state from federal inspection requirements. The state bill would allow a producer to sell meat products from cattle, sheep, pigs, or goats raised by the producer that were slaughtered on the premises of the producer or at a custom slaughter facility under certain conditions. Gordon said the bill would confuse the public and meat producers. April 1st is going to kick off Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and the Evansville PD has already started bringing the issue to your attention. They recently put out some eye-opening facts, including that 9 Americans die every day because they choose to drive and not fully pay attention to the road. 60% of severe teen car accidents are a result of distracted driving. 3 seconds of driving at 65 miles per hour is the same as driving the length of a football field while blindfolded, and using your phone while driving increases the risk of an accident by 400%. Besides texting, other forms of distracted driving include eating or drinking, messing with the radio, talking to passengers, daydreaming, rubbernecking an accident, and singing. Wyoming is one of the top 4 states with the highest percentage of fatal crashes because of driving while distracted. Reporting from Casper, this is Colby Feedor.